He told me now. What did this place say? It led me to a place where I found a book buried in some rubble. A voice told me,
Shalom, family. I'm Elder Huda. First of all, I forgive myself. Ask you to forgive me. I forgive our ancestors. May you forgive us all in Yahushua's name. You know, coming over into the truth, you start finding out shit and realizing shit that you've been lied to. And you've been bamboozled. We all been lied to. Whitewash, family. Hold on 1 minute. You know, I've been walking with Yah, who was 16 years, you know. All praise to Yah, he freed me out the hospital. I'm healthy. I'm back. Got my wind back. Barak Yahuwah. But, you know, contrary to popular belief, you know, some of us could be Ethiopians. Some of us, you know, could be Yehuda, Zion. Some of us could be Africans because we you know, was marrying Canaanites, Mizrahites, Cushites. We was mixing with all them women, you know. So, hell, we might not know who the hell we is, but we know that we Yehuda because we came over here on the slave ship. And the way you can destroy a race of people is to take away their creator and his color and his name and put their own pictures in our manuscript. Because the Bible is written by bronze men of color, you know, Abari people, you know, set apart people. It's our job to go out and teach all the nations this manuscript. Because he said, a mountain on a hill cannot be hid, you know. Well, we that mountain he's talking about. Everybody looking for his kingdom, and we his kingdom. The ones who got to set apart rock, we his kingdom. It's spiritual. You know, we sang a new song, can't nobody understand. That's his word. So when the truth comes, people gonna reject the truth because they still had a slave mind. You know, and to the ones who have a slave mind, we can't be rough and aggressive with them because we was once had a slave mind sitting up in them churches and things of that nature. So we can't win the sheep over by being aggressive with them, you know. But when you go dealing with a Christian, they gonna get aggressive. You know, all they always saying they preacher said, they pastor said. And we be like, well, tell your pastor read Jeremiah 23. You know, war unto the pastor that destroy and scatter Yahuwah flock. You know, the shepherd's supposed to feed the flock the word. The flock ain't supposed to be paying the shepherd to get preached to hell. And that go to any preacher or reverend or whoever you say you is, you know, riding a goat, you goat riding Masons, because that's all on these church houses, Masonic signs, you know. Don't worry about the multitude for brothers and sisters, ox and coats, kings and queens, because our power's from Shamaim. You know, we keep the, you know, set apart Malachim surrounded by us, you know, invisible beings. You know, it's a war for your soul. So try to win somebody over. You could be the only way somebody know about Yahuwah's name if you in Yahuwah's name or whoever you say you believe in, you know. But I know his name Yahuwah and Yahusha. I know that because he took all that other bullshit out my mouth. All right. And that's Hosea chapter 2. I want to say 16. I want to say. So, and to you sisters, this ain't no attack on you, but he called a man a woman too. The 12, they were men, but they was his bride. He did with a man before he did from a woman. And y'all quick to run to the board, but she was married to a man. The reason she had to stand up because the men were scared. Yahuwah don't use no cowards. He don't use no punks. You scared to die? This ain't for you. If you ain't been to jail and prison, I don't think you know real prophet. You ain't got it. You know, if you ain't being persecuted, no oppressed, and all this type of stuff, family, you ain't got it. If you got a lot right now, you ain't got it because your hood service poor. We ain't got much. Like this little apartment I'm in, this a mansion for me. You know, I barely got clothes to put on my back, like holes in my shirt right now. I ain't got no shame. See that holes in my shirt right now? I know I live like my master lived. You know, so, but when you people look at the outside of the cup, what about the inside of the cup? To all you flesh pleasers and man pleasers and woman pleasers, you know, to you sisters, you go to job, go to work and submit to your boss man, submit to mama and daddy and the kids and all that type of stuff. But when you learn to submit to your man, like the Bible say, be taught by your man at home. A man should preach of his own counsel. So if you carry your wife to another assembly, letting another man be over your wife, that ain't biblical. You know. So I don't want no other man teaching my wife, and I can teach my wife and wash her with the water by the word, like the scriptures say. I don't want to baptize another man's wife. I can baptize my brother, he can baptize his own wife. That's how I rock. You know, I can show my brother some things. You know, if you need to be baptized, Mikvah Tabalah and Yahuwah Yahushua and the Ruach HaKodesh, link up. I'm one man. I ain't got no ox around me, family. I'm one man. Been to 4-5 cities putting in work for Yahuwah, and I ain't bragging or boasting. Just saying, my walk ain't never been easy with Yahuwah. From homeless shelter to homeless shelter, moving in with a woman getting thrown out on the street for being a masculine man. Because a lot of these women over here in Babylon, they don't know what it is to be masculine. They don't know what it is to be feminine. I mean, they got to be able to balance the man out. It's a balance going on. You know, we don't hate our sisters. You know, get out your feelings, get out your emotions. That go for you men too, who don't want to stand up and speak up and correct the sisters and correct them badass kids. You know, but we're going to be dealing with the integrity of the heart, the secret success with Yahuwah. Foundation scriptures, Psalms 25 and 21. If anybody want to get on here and read, you feel free to invite yourself. Let's break bread like Yahushua said. All right. Another foundation scripture, 1 Kings 9 and 4. You know, we come from Ham, we come from Shem, Ham, and Yafet. Can't forget about Seth. Okay. So, and we know Yafet is the Caucasians, the Europeans. That's the Europeans. All right. Ham, Mizraim, Put, Egypt. Then you got Shem, which is Zion. That's the promise that he gave to Abraham, our great-great-great-granddaddy. And that can't be broken for nothing. And so when we came over here on the Atlantic slave trade, that was prophecy. He had to scatter us so they couldn't kill us all. Ain't Yahuwah smart? Now we waking up in 2025 worldwide, and there's a spiritual awakening going on. And Yahuwah got the spiritual authority down here. Yahuwah is the house of kings. Yahuwah is the lawgiver. Yahuwah got deception. Yahuwah is the warrior. Yahuwah go first in everything. Yahuwah go first in wars and camping and singing and praising. We the praisers. Can't nobody praise Yahuwah like Yahuwah. You know, so don't let nobody tell you how to praise Yahuwah. You know, he looking for praise. He looking for those that worship him in Ruach and truth. Not color and truth, but in spirit and truth. And whoever got his Ruach, they my people, don't care what color you is. That's what I teach. We know that his chosen people is people of color. But his kids is the ones who got his Ruach. And the 144,000 elect, that's the husband and wife out of each household. That's a man and woman or a man by himself out of each household. I mean, your house got to be ran like the Bible say run. I mean, you got to have a man up in there, sister. A man in his truth. Ain't no punk. Don't give a damn about your feelings and your emotions. He care about your soul. If they don't care about your soul, they don't care about you and they don't love you. If you with a man and he ain't correcting you, he letting you do whatever you want to do, and you call that love, oh, you and him both straight going to hell. Now, if that man correcting you, you know, trying to get you right, if that man love you and care about you, family, because somebody love you ain't just going to let you do whatever you want to do. That go for a woman, too. A woman can correct a man with the scriptures. You will talk to these sisters too now, but they just ain't got no authority over no king, because the king crowned the queen. You know, look at Queen Sheba. She come from Ethiopia. You know, Solomon had babies by her. You know, David, Bathsheba, Moshe, and Zipporah. Moshe and Zipporah. Jacob, Yehuda, and Tamar. All these were women from other nations. But y'all say we can't marry no woman from another nation. Bullshit ain't nothing. Bullshit ain't that lets me know that y'all don't know doctrine. Okay? Because as a king, you can marry who you want to marry. But don't fall. And don't let them take your heart from Yahuwah. Like Adam, like Kua did Adam. See, some of us ain't playing. No, this is what the Most High said. So get out your feelings and let's get this business. So, number one, integrity, perfection, non-stop honesty with Yahuwah and ourselves. Okay, because he's true. He's light. He's all young, all light. Ain't no darkness in Yahuwah. Yahuwah can do what he want to do, say what he want to say. But people want to put a limit on his ruwah. So when I get on here using profanity, people look at me strange. It ain't in the Bible. Me saying something unclean is me telling people they can eat anything. They can call him anything. That's me speaking unclean things. He don't give a damn about the man-made shit down here in the earth family. You know, he don't care about smoking weed and drinking and smoking cigarettes or nothing like that. That don't defile our temple. What defile our temple when we go holding out to all these other deities like the heathens. Celebrating paganism. I ain't celebrated my born day in 16 years. All praise to Yahuwah. Or no pagan Hellenized day in 16 years. All praise to Yahuwah. I keep it set apart. And I'm by myself. Just me and him pretty much. You know, I don't get the support I deserve. You know, I don't get the donations, the tithe I deserve. You know, because a lot of people jealous and they hate on me. Because I say what they scared to say. I go where they scared to go. And I'm by myself. You know. So, knock this out real quick. Integrity will preserve us if we walk in it. Psalms 41 and 12. Integrity demands excellence, simply the same yesterday, today, and forever on the word. He said, prove all things by scriptures. Man gonna be a lie, scripture's gonna be truth, old and new, line up on line, precept on precept. If they don't teach that doctrine, don't even must receive them in your house. To you, Torah only, and to you, New Testament only, you slipping. You can't have one without the other. You got to have the Father and the Son. And Hamashiach is Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah is not coming down. Yahuwah is not sending no other man down here and marry his bride, get his bride. He said he's the only Savior. Who you would think operating Yahushua? His daddy was in him. He just had to put on flesh and give him a name. Come on with the question now. See, could I answer you? All right. That's what I believe in. I praise Yahuwah. I worship Yahuwah. Through Yahushua HaMashiach. And when I baptize somebody, I baptize them in the name of Yahuwah, Yahushua, and of the Ruach HaKadosh, for the remission of their sins. I just don't carry down in one name. I do it just like Yehukanan their mercy done it. I'm good at what I do, thanks to the Abba. It ain't me, but it's his Ruach that he put on me. What's your question now? What's going on, Malak, King? All right. So, what about the Abba? They one and the same, just like a husband and a wife. You know, this is Yahuwah's order. You got Yahuwah, Yahushua, the husband, the wife, and the children. That's his foundation. It can't be changed and compromised with no motherfucker. Then this Satan order. You got Hashatan, you got the woman, you got the kids, then you got the man. That's how his children run their house. You better not move in with them women, with them kids, and move in that woman's house. You ain't gonna have no authority. I'm living proof. I moved in with 4 of them and found myself homeless when I started correcting and checking. When they found out I came with morals and respect. Oh yeah, this nigga gotta go. They think they can talk to any man, have niggas calling them in my face, telling me about the men they shacking up, laying up with and all that type of shit. Man, fuck them. I don't want them, don't need them no more. If you've been in a relationship with somebody for 2 or 3 years, they all of a sudden just tune you out, they been fucking. A man ain't playing with his soul like most of these women is. And to you women who got men in your hood, you better tighten up. Because you ain't disrespecting that man, you disrespecting the creator, you disrespecting yourself because you come from the man. The woman come from the side, the man come from the earth. Everything man-made. We the one give life. We the light bringers. Us, everything come from us. Us. Every nation on earth you see come from us. These niggas. Yeah, we niggas, N-I-G-E-R. That means dark, black. It's in the Bible. Not nigger, but nigger. N-I-G-E-R. That's Latin for black, dark. All right? Let's continue. What's your question, Op? I'm waiting on you. The same behind the curtains as in front. Denying ourselves is necessary, but remember Ephesians 6 and 8. All right? The integrity of the upright shall guide us. Proverbs, Mishnah, 11 and 3. Most decisions are already made. Go the way of integrity. 1 Peter 4, 1 and 2. Colossians 1, 9 through 10. 1 Yehukanan 3, 22. Developing integrity. All right. If we were Yahuwah and could not lie, what would we do? Huh? Constantly remind ourselves that Hashatan is the father of lies. You know, his children do shit and say they ain't doing it. You call them out on their father, they say they ain't doing that. It ain't no big deal. It is a big deal. If you see it with your eyes and they think you blind, try to pull wool over your eyes. One thing about Jezebel and Delilah and Python and Python and Black Widow, boy, they have to get your soul. That's why they got their own house. They don't want to move in with a man. See, when a woman move in with a man, now that's a union. That's how the Bible say do it. But when a man move in with a woman, that go against the Bible. Get this shit through your brain, kings. I said, get this shit through your brain, king. So yeah, a man need his own counsel. And I'd be damned if I put a woman out on the street I love just because I'm mad or we bumping heads or some shit. I'd never do that. But I damn sure been put out on the street and I baptized some women. And their kids. And you think thought I can lead them? I've done much work for Yahuwah in their house. They didn't want to support the ministry. They were always telling me, oh, you don't teach it like them. I don't want to be like no other man. I don't want to be like them. And half these Caucasians think they better than us anyway. We the ones supposed to be teaching the nation the manuscript. The Bible says 10 Gentiles gonna cling on to a Yehudi man and say, hey, let us go with you. We heard Yahuwah with you. We won't be taught by you. Say 7 women gonna take hold of 1 man to be taught about Yahuwah ways. It ain't about sex when he say 7 women taking on 1 man to you all you lusters. Think you just gonna be whoring our sisters out. Nah, we ain't having that, partner. All you polygamy motherfuckers, oh, you in for a rude awakening because you ain't doing nothing but whoring the sisters out. He say 1 man for 1 woman. And half y'all niggas can't even much take care of 1 woman. But let alone you won't try to shack up with 10 and you up in they shit. I don't teach that polygamy doctrine. I teach oneness. Akkad. All right? All right. Meditating on the word. Act on the word. Put the word first place. 1 Corinthians 11, 23 through 32. Judge ourselves, and we will not be judged with the rest of the world. See, I take this book and examine myself. I don't condemn nobody, don't judge nobody. When they reject the message and the messenger, they condemn their damn self. You see, 1 man can be more fine than gold. 1 righteous man can save a whole town. If they don't want to receive the word, you shake the dust off your feet, and you got a testimony against that house in that city. That's how powerful a man of Yahuwah is. And that embody his ruach. See, everybody that fuck over us and mistreat us and do all that like that, man, they gonna bust hell wide open. Trying to treat us like a curse. All right. We know them folks over there in that land is them Ashkenazi Jews, Yaphet and them, the Europeans. They ain't us. You know, the Bible tells us, and the Songs of Solomon say, I'm dark, I'm comely. Compliment you handsome. You know, he's black. You know, Moshe, all of them, people of color, man. All right. The first step to acting on the word is decision. There are 2 levels of decisions. General decisions, all right? Living love, living a heart, all right? And if you ain't got a heart, you can't, if you ain't got Yahuwah, you can't love nobody. If you've been talking about mom and daddy, you ain't got it. You gotta have it from above. You gotta have his love. I mean, you gotta be willing to die for somebody. That's love, because he died for the church. You gotta be willing to die for your wife, for your family, to fight for them too. Your family, your brothers and sisters, even must asleep people. We gotta fight for them, family. Try to wake them up. All right? Live by Amunah, live by faith. Faith ain't hope for, but you can't see it. But you know it's there. Like I know Yahuwah up in here right now. I can't see him, but I know he up in here, and some angels up in here with me. You know? He's omnipresent. He's everywhere. He's in everything. All right? Put the word first. All right? Pacific. All right? To receive now, healing and fasting. Mean fasting. Stop eating a lot of food. Get in the word. I eat like 1 time a day. I don't eat a lot of food. I can probably go all day without eating. Like Yahushua told that woman at the well, you got some of this bread and some of this water I got, you'll never thirst and be hungry again. I got the bread of life. I got the living water. You keep drinking that water out that well, you're going to thirst. But you get the water I got you. He said, at the belly of the righteous shall spring up a well of water, giving everlasting life. You see, these Sunday preachers ain't got it. These prosperity pimps ain't got it. No, they don't care about us smoking out. No. You're right. There we go. All these niggas pushing these doctors on here. I got one right here. Boulder Quick. And I smoke weed, cannabis. Shit, I'm gonna smoke my You will love that smell. Y'all know we put cannabis in there on no, and we smell like cannabis. You know we smell like cannabis. I ain't got a pound of that shit so I can make me some and rub on my skin. I love that smell. I love that smell. He smoke, he fire, he heat. Come on, man. Then they say Yahushua eye was red. I think Yahushua smoked a little weed. And I ain't never drunk no wine. Seen nobody drink no wine. Their eyes was red now. I'm just saying. I think Hamashiach smoked a little weed because his eyes was red. What you think Moses was burning when he went up there to that burning bush? What you think that fungus tree was in the book of Enoch? If it's a tree, we can use it. I love to smoke it, though. I love the smell of it. And it's a healer. When I smoke that cannabis, it make me get in the word. I ain't lying. You ain't told me to start smoking. All right? Whatever we are surrounded by most shapes our desires. What we constantly look at will become what we say and do. So once you eat on this word long enough, instead of show yourself approved, dividing the word of truth, where you ain't ashamed of it, you become this word. A walking menorah. You see that back there? That's how I walk around. With that menorah on my back. They know I'm Yehuda. They done start pressing me on the job. Making it hard for me to get jobs around here in Tennessee now. You know, I done had motherfucking devils. Yo, yeah, you got the job. You qualify for the job, your cooking skills, and I be damned. They deny me, and I text them. I say, ain't no truth in the devil. And I tell them, who gonna get you? Every last one of you. I ain't tripping. I don't get on here and ask for no help. I'd rather suffer. You know? I'm supposed to be getting paid for what I'm doing, though, because I'm an elder. I ain't really my reward. You put a camel and ox out there and plow, you gonna put a muzzle around his mouth to stop him eating and drinking water? Well, why rob an elder for his wages? And some of these men in this truth got these I got a YouTube channel too. Got the YouTube channels, they won't even must get a brother 1 cent. All right. Let's go to 1 John. 1 John, I want to say. Verse John is 17. The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and 17, 1 verse. And Barak Yahuwah for this, and his Kadush Ruah. He said, but whosoever have this world's good, and see his brother or his sister have need and shut up his bowels of compassion from them, how dwell the love of Yahuwah in you motherfuckers? Let me read that again for you. Everybody say they obeying the Bible, right? Let me read that again. But whosoever have this world's good, and see that his brother, I can't leave out the sister, and see that his brother and his sisters have need and shut up their bowels of compassion from him, how dwell the love of Yahuwah in you? His little children, I don't say mine, but his little children. Let us love in word. Let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Practice and in obedience to the commandments. So if you love somebody, you're going to show them you love them. You ain't just going to tell them you love them. I hate fake love and fake ass people. Because I had people come in my life. They start helping me for a little minute. Then they start telling me they're going to help me. And boy, they leave me out the hand. Like my rent needed paid at one time. And a sister I used to work with said she was going to come through and give me $50 to pay my rent when I was going through my little struggle. And I'd be damn, boy, she stood me up twice. And I was mad about that shit because I could have got put out on the street. You know, because I work for Yahuwah. That's my most important job I should be working for anyway, full-time ministry. But I can't because I can't get the support that I deserve. I don't have Cash App, you know. I ain't got Cash App. Had to create PayPal, you know. And when I first started ministry, I used to put up that GoFundMe shit and just see how much I can get for the ministry. Because I like going out feeding the homeless too, but I don't be putting that shit all on Facebook and shit like that to be seen by me. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do too, you know, for some people. But I can't do it because I ain't got the financial help that I need. So when I need help, I have to go to these white folks. I have to go to Yafet and them to get the help. I can't go to my people. A couple sisters helped me out. I got to pay them some money back, but I ain't been able to pay them because I've been going through it, you know. For real, for real. And if I ask somebody for some help, I really need some damn help. I ain't just asking for your help to go, now they closed my chime. They closed all that, fam. Had to create PayPal. You know? Yeah, they closed my chime. I got PayPal. I hate I ain't got chime. I hate I ain't got Cash App. Them devils, boy, try to destroy me any way they can, but I keep fighting. I keep standing. And they know it. Yehuda ain't going. All right? He must talk about the elders in the manuscript. You know, I'm a real sanctified, bona fide, you know, elder fam. I've been doing this 16 years. I've been to some cities alone, man. Like, for real, just off my faith and I moon off. Trying to find a wife and got bamboos, had a breathing dragon. Boy, the first thing come out their mouth when they get mad. I don't need you no more. I don't want you no more. You ain't getting none of this no more. Well, keep it. All right. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2 and verse 17. And the world passed away and the lust thereof. But he and she that it do the will of Yahuwah abide forever. You see this? So once you live the commandments till you die, the best of your ability, you're going to be saved. You're going to raise you up. We're going to bang. We're going to bang with Hashatan and his minions. You know? Let's go to the Revelation, brothers and sisters. I could be asleep. But you see what I'm doing? At 3:52 at night. It's still nighttime outside. It ain't morning. It's still night. It won't be daylight till you see the sun out there. Daylight. All right? It's 12 hours in a day, not 24 hours. But let's continue. Revelation, Hazan, Revelation 21 and 3. And he, I say he, because this John the immerser. So, and he, John, Yuchanan, heard a great voice out of Hashemiah, saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahuwah is with men. And Yahuwah will be with us, and we will be his people. And Yahuwah himself will be with us and be our Aluah. How you going to twist that up? Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Come on, get you some understanding. See, I teach meat. I don't teach milk. I teach meat. And to your older sisters, your elder sisters, supposed to be teaching the younger sisters how to be chaste keepers at home. Be obedient to their husband. and you know, and all that type of good stuff. But half y'all can't keep a man. Half y'all ain't got no man. So you think I want to get counsel from somebody who ain't married, and I'm big on marriage because Yahuwah big on marriage? Marriage is set apart in Kadush. Come on, fam. A lot of y'all women could have had y'all men of y'all, but you don't want to leave your comfort zone and move with that man. But us men then broke our neck to try to move with you and try to build, and y'all try to tear us down. But you can't tear us down in our own shit. Yeah, come on with it. Ask the question, huh? Let me see, could I answer? I don't know everything, but I know enough. I'm still teaching, but I'm still learning too. What's the question, King? J Hood? This is what I think established marriage, right? When you go back to the garden, you will say what he put together can't no man separate it, right? So when he put two women together, ain't no third parties in this. It's you and that woman take vow before Yahuwah, okay? And when y'all have sex, y'all become one flesh. Because when you put your seed in that woman like Yahuwah put his seed in the man, he married that man. When Yahuwah put the seed in that man, he'd have a relationship with that man. Relation means having sex. That means no. So that's what I believe. When you stick this your finger, your thing, you know, your peck is your finger, and that woman, you know, hole is a ring. So when you go up in that thing, that's still a union right there. That's a covenant. That's what I think marriage is. Ain't no wedding rings and all that paperwork shit. Nah. This is spiritual stuff, family. So once you hit that woman, shoot your seed in that woman, y'all one flesh. There you go. Don't believe all these doctrine that these guys teaching you now. Did Adam and Eve have all that going on? Did Abraham and Sarah and all them had that going on? No. Yahuwah put them together. They didn't have to go through all that bullshit. They holler about sex ain't marriage. Well, what is it then? When you shooting your sperm in that woman, shooting your seed in that woman. Did he say be fruitful and multiply? So how many wives you done had? I done had many of them. I done some fucking when I was of the world. Now I want a wife. I can put my seed in, a good wife, obedient. But can't nobody, she ain't messing with nobody but me. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Now he say, be you followers of him, even as he also followed Hamashiach. Now he praised us, Akis, that we remember him in all the things and keep the ordinances as he delivered them to us. But he would have us to know that the head of every man is Yahushua HaMashiach. Woman, this ain't no attack on you, sisters. And the head of the woman is the man, her husband, her own husband, or if she ain't married, the elders of the assembly is her covering. Because that man covered a woman shame. That man leading everything, okay? And the man beard covered his shame, all right? And I can pray with this on my head. I can put a hat on my head and pray. As long as Yahuwah should cover you, you covered. That get a man authority to cover a woman and lead the household. If he can't lead his own household and get his household in order, how the hell could he lead the assembly? All right? And the head of Hamashiach is Yahuwah. This is chain of command. So if you run your house like this, then you got it going on. You got you some. You know. So, you know, this Bible, man, it's deep. Now, I had to study this thing non-stop. I'm talking about my mom just come home from the club and say, damn, boy, you still in that Bible? Yeah, I didn't know what he had me doing. He took me through some shit. When you say you want to walk with Yahuwah and follow Yahuwah, he gonna see. He sent me in some churches back home in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. 4, 5 of them. They tried to take me out. They oppressed me like a motherfucker. My own people now. The Japheth and them, the white folks, they were kind of for me. But my own people, boy, they tried to Judas me like a motherfucker. I'm telling you. All right, let's go here to 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 2. And we were all baptized unto Moshe in the cloud and in the sea. When we crossed the Reed Sea, we got baptized when we crossed the Reed Sea. That was the baptism right there, crossing the Reed Sea. Barak Yahuwah. And we did all eat the same spiritual meat. He gave us manna, quail. I love quail. I need to go buy me some. And all did drink the same spiritual drink. For we drank of that spiritual rock that followed us. And that rock was Hamashiach. When Moshe hit that rock and the water came out, that was Hamashiach. That was Yahushua. You know, and they talking about Moses ain't go to the kingdom, but Moshe and Eliyahu, they was on a mountain talking to Yahushua in the Transfiguration, over in the New Testament somewhere. See, you ain't got to just quote these scriptures. As long as it's the word and you got the Ruach, you gonna understand what they saying. See, people make it hard. They come into the truth and still be in bondage. I do the same thing I was doing when I was a Christian. I just obey the Bible now. And I give all the glory to Yahuwah no matter what I go through. Whether it be good or bad, Barak Yahuwah, praise Yahuwah. You know, I give him his esteem. You know. But many of them was not well pleased. For they was overthrown in the wilderness. All right. The precept for this. All right. Because they asked for too much. And unbelief. Faith. Half of them want to go back to Mizraim and be slaves. And they couldn't even see the wonders and the miracles Yahuwah was doing for them. So when Moshe was up there doing the commandments, brothers and sisters. So when Moshe was up there, you know, speaking to the Most High, and Moshe was writing the commandments, the Torah, he came off the mountain and he got mad and broke them. Let me grab this other sword real quick. Let me go grab this other sword. Hold on. And this book right here is called The Queen of All of Islam, Catholicism, Christianity, all that type. This is a powerful book. I ain't got down off in it yet. Okay? But I love wisdom and knowledge. I don't love money, material shit. I love people trying to win, you know, people. So over here in, I think it's 33. Let me see. Let me make sure. I won't lie to you. He called stiff neck over here, a stiff neck people. Yeah, Exodus 34, Barak Yahuwah, Shalaki, Exodus 34. Now check this out. I don't obey Exodus chapter 20. I obey Exodus chapter 34. Read that for yourself. Shemot 34. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, take 2 tables of stones, like unto the first one, and he will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which Moshe broke. Hallelujah, Yahuwah, Baruch Yahuwah. I need to read that again for you. To all you Exodus chapter 20 followers. You see, Yahuwah wrote Exodus 34. He wrote them himself with his own finger. All should die. Yahuwah Shavuot. Yahuwah of hosts. All right. Exodus 34:1. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, go, you, and get 2 tables of stones, like unto the first ones. And Yahuwah will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which Moshe had broke. And be ready in the morning, verse 2, to come up in the morning to Mount Sinai and present yourself there to Yahuwah in the top of the mountain. We ain't going back to Mount Sinai. We going to Mount Zion. And that's Yehuda. Yeah. Yahushua come out of Yehuda. Daud come out of Yehuda. Solomon come out of Yehuda. Come on. You see? Kings come out of Yehuda, family. Yehuda is the house of kings. Yehuda got the spiritual authority down here. Yehuda is why everybody waking up down here. Yehuda ain't born occurring. Yehuda don't play. You better get your shit together. That's what Yehuda gonna tell you. Yeah. His name is Yahushua HaMashiach. You look up Jesus, that means Jesus, earth pig. He Greek. Yahushua Hebrew. Jesus white, Caucasian with blue eyes and silky hair. And Christ just means Christos. He's HaMashiach, the anointed one. Come on to the truth, family. We denounce Jesus, we denounce God, we can denounce Lord, we denounce Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Tammuz, and all that. See, we on a whole different level now. There you go, Yada Yahuwah. That means praise Yahuwah. Back me up. Barak Yahuwah. You shine your light on K-Swing and take the scales off his eye and put your ruach on him, Yahuwah, and show him your set apart Kadush name, the only name that you can be saved up under. I used to believe in JC, family, in them church houses. And what I didn't like about it, Acts 5 and 20. What I didn't like about it, they baptized me, brought me out the water, and I was still the same. No repentance. I was heading to hell. So when I found out the truth, I went back to the church and tried to help them. You think they wanted to hear me? I was messing up their money. Because I do this for free. If Yahuwah put it on your heart to give me something, all praise to Yah for good charity. He love a cheerful giver. Romans 1. See, boy, coming with them scriptures. Let me go Romans 1. Anytime you see me on here, you can come on here and eat too. You can come on here and say some stuff too. I ain't gonna stop you. But I'm the teacher though. Romans chapter 1. I'm flipping the blade. I'm flipping the blades on the sword. And the more I flip, the most I study he storm, I won't stop and read some more stuff. He said, he is the bread which came down from Shemaim. Woo! He said, then Yahushua said unto them, surely, surely. He said unto Moshe, gave you not that bread from Shemaim, but his father gave us the true bread from Shemaim. For the bread of Yahuwah is he which come down from Shemaim and give life unto the world. That's Yahushua HaMashiach. And Yahushua is Yahuwah in the flesh. Say Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1. I can't find it quick enough. Romans chapter 1. I got a YouTube page called the House of Yahuwah and Yahushua. You'll see me on that with my staff and my fringes on. But all my fringes got stole by them women. You know, I had a lot of clothes and a lot of stuff, family. But them damn women just stole my stuff and threw my stuff away like it was trash. Romans chapter 1. What scripture, Romans 1 and what? The whole chapter? Acts 5 and 20? Let's go to Acts 5 and 20 then. You can get the justice you deserve. Look at Neil for example. She had no idea. Acts 5 and 20. But after she came to car accident counsel, she got over $160,000. Go stand and speak in the temple to the people. All the words of this life. I done that. He used me to do it. We can't change the past. Yep, they hate that water. They don't want to get in that water, boy. They scared of that water. Sometimes I take 3 baths a day. I don't pay no water bill here. I don't pay no light bill here because you'll say we need free water and free lights. I just pay rent. And I got to come up with some money to pay that. Because they were pressing me on the job. See, I ain't got no shame. And then they went back to robbing and selling dope. You know, but I know what it's going to lead me to. But I know how to get it, for real, from the mud. But I don't want to do that. But I will if I got to kiss somebody else to help me. And we supposed to be brothers and sisters, like the manuscript say, whoever got this world good and see their brothers struggling and shut up this bowels of compassion on them. How do I love his father and you? That's why I ain't got shit now, because I'm always giving, family. I ain't got nothing to give. I ain't got no food in the refrigerator right now, none of that shit right now. Yeah. Yeah. He was Christopher Columbus. They claimed he was a black man, but they whitewashed him. You see, everything been whitewashed, family. They try to cover up the truth. They try to bury the truth, but the Most High left these scriptures down here. You know, I believe you. I'm just saying, you know, they say a lot of shit. But if it ain't in the Bible, I don't believe it no way. Nat Turner, yeah, Nat Turner didn't play, man. Knocking heads off, man. Birthed up a nation. Knocking her heads off. The Planet of the Apes. Yeah, they're telling you what's going on now. 1-8 week. Together we strong. One lion week. Together we strong. It's lion time, man. Lion is time. Sheep time over with. Sheep time over with, man. We got the same DNA as Abraham, Isaac, David, and all the rest of them, family. We got the bloodline of them. Hamashiach. You right about that, family. Every Negro over here in the United States of America got that DNA. The Y DNA. E1B1A is our DNA. E1B1A is our DNA. Yep, just the second Egypt. Spiritual Egypt. Babylon. This bitch starting to stink, though. Babylon starting to stink. The sun getting closer and closer to the earth. Babylon starting to stink. We see Yahuwah fulfilling his prophecies. And he whipping their ass over there in Israel. Over there in that fake land. Because we his land, the people. His relationship with us, not some land. So it ain't gonna be no peace over there. Yeah. 1916. Prior to 1916, though. Go prior to 1916. That way you gonna really get it in. You know what's going on, K-Swing. All right? His name just ain't JC, no. His name is Yahushua HaMashiach, because the letter J is over, what, 500 years old? Prior to 1916. Yeah. That land was created in 1949 or some shit like that. You know, that's what they over there fighting for now. The damn land. You don't care about that land over there. He care about his people. They got scattered in the 4 cones of flat earth. Prior to 1916. You got to go past 1916. It started before 1916 now. Go back some more. To the 1600s. Somewhere up in there. That's when it all started, somewhere up in there. But in 2025, this is the mass awakening right here, family. It can't be stopped. Either you with us or you against us. And I love mine. The one born of Yahuwah. I love the sleep brothers and sisters too. But I love my spiritual brothers and sisters more. 400 years been up, family. It's been up. They just don't want to give us our reparations. Them folk got to come say, hey, y'all forgive us for calling y'all niggas. Y'all forgive us for doing y'all like that. You know, read the book of Obadiah. They got to come ask us for forgiveness. I'm not forgiving them. I'm not praying to say you will forgive them. Yeah, I agree with you. They got to come ask us to forgive them. I'm praying for vengeance. I'm praying for vengeance on all the heathens. I want the heathens for my inheritance. I don't want no gold and no silver and none of that shit. I want the heathens for my inheritance, like he say. I ain't gonna rape they women, hang them on trees and all that bullshit. I'm gonna treat them like human beings. We take it with a grain of salt. I put salt on everything I eat. Gotta have it. With the salt of the earth, if the salt off its flavor, how can it be seasoned? Why you think when you cry, your tears taste like salt? We use this for meat and everything in the Bible. Everybody how about salt give you high blood pressure. Now that's that damn pork, that trash. You know, that filth. Like them damn shrimp and crabs and shit, trash eaters. You know. And they kill me when they say they got some good pussy, but you see them with a crab leg up to their mouth or a pork chop or something. No, yo, you ain't got no good nothing. Yahuwah commandment. His name ain't God. You got an S at the end. So how many who are you talking about as gods? It's a lot of gods, brother. You could be a god. Money can be a god. Your kids can be a god. We Elohims. He making Elohims. He ain't making God. He's making Elohims, family. Yeah. He making immortal men and women down here on earth. Got his Ruach. Yeah. That's what he's making. Elohims. He not making no gods. That means dog. You know. Call him Yah if you don't. If I'd rather you call him Yah than call him God. Because when you say God, that's blaspheme. When you say Lord, that's blaspheme. When you say JC, that's blaspheme. And Allah is Ishmael, mighty one. That's Ishmael, mighty one, Allah. Our brother Ishmael. Judas was hung on a tree too. He is our Alua. You right. Jehud. Huh. You keep on calling him Christ and see where you end up at in the lake with the goddamn snake. The mighty one. There you go. The mighty one. You can't just call him, but we're trying to tell you, we're trying to help you, K-Swing. You got to come out of that Christianity mindset. Okay? You can't be stiff-necked. Can't be puffed up. You got to get out that pride, bro. A fool hate correction. Correction is love. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. This ain't no hate message. This true. This true. This is what we stand on. This is what we built on the foundation. We built on that rock. But when the water come, all that false doctrine come, we gonna still be able to stand. You know why? Because we got the word. And we swordsmen, so we know how to swing these blades. Cut a motherfucker from their asshole to their appetite. All right. Well, K-Swing, when you go to church, ask your pastors the commandment done away with. Now what they doing, they trying to kill the creator when they say the commandment's done away with nailed to a cross. And Acts 5:30 say he was slain, hung on a tree, and curses every man hang on a tree. Who hung on trees? Who babies got fed alligators? Who women got raped? Who men got raped in front of their women? Huh? Who they hunted and shot and killed down? I go to the library and read books. I love knowledge. But it's biblical stuff I'm reading. You better get you a Sefer, bro. Get you a Sefer or the Hallelujah scriptures. Put that King. I got a King James, but I know the Ruach showed me how to read this book and say his name and put the right stuff back in here where it's supposed to be at. Nah, get rid of that 1611. Nah, that's a throwaway. If you don't know his name, you better get rid of that 1611, get you a Sefer. You hard-headed. So we warning you. We blowing our trumpet. Get you a Sefer. Get you a Sefer or the Hallelujah scriptures. So I'm going to get off here, family. And brothers and sisters, may Yahushua Baruch you in Yahushua's name. And may he forgive us all, have mercy on us all, bring us shalom, keep showing us compassion, and show us favor, family. Continue to fight our battles, family, and bind, rebuke, you know what I'm saying, and get rid of any unclean spirit, any demonic force that's attacking his assembly, his ministry, his people. I plead his blood over our kids, our relatives, family, our loved ones, family, you know, and may he forgive the ones who know not what they do, because, you know, we know who we worship. Huh? The salvation is of Yahudim. They know what they worship not. We know what we worship, the salvation of Yahudi. Yahudi got salvation. We got to get the salvation. Huh? That's Acts 2:38 too. We pass it on from generation to generation. If you got the Ruach, it's going to hit everything around you. But the demons on some people so strong, but they stiff-necked like a motherfucker. They resist the Ruach like a motherfucker. And it's disgusting. They don't care about their own goddamn soul. And when you get mad because you care about people's soul more than them, they hate you for it. Because they don't care about your soul. A lot of motherfuckers in this shit for sex and lust and money, nice houses and nice cars and all that. But wait till that shit, wait till it get hard on them. When they ain't got no money, ain't barely can survive, and see, can they hold up off the land? Y'all wouldn't better get y'all a man in Yahuwah, because he gonna be leading that man. That man supposed to lead, you supposed to follow that man as he follow Yahuwah. Man ain't supposed to be following no damn woman. Woman ain't supposed to have no authority over no man. I guarantee you that shit. This ain't none of Ahab. We something like Eliyahu. We ain't born a curve. Shalom, family. I hope you've been edified. And I'm Elder or King Huda 777. Shalom. Much love and respect. And thank you, Todai brother. You're Baruki for backing me up. J Hood. Shalom, King. Like if you want to send me something, inbox me. I'll send you my PayPal shit. That's all I got. I can use a little AA right now, a little aid and assistance. But let me tell you what. You help me, I promise you this. You are going to help you back. Probably tenfold. Shalom, family. Hope you've been edified. We'll come back and do it again some other time.